Hello again everyone, I'm Aaron Mortimer from Mariner Marine Insurance, and today I'm here with Rob from Optimum Gas Fitting. We get lots of inquiries about gas on boats, what you should do, what does it mean to be certified and how you get certified. So today we've got an expert with us. Good stuff. Well, thanks for coming down today, Rob. Maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and your business. What do you do?
Yeah, so I've been a gas fitter for about 17 years, specialising in the marine industry for about 7. The reason we got into it was I'm a boatie myself,
Cool.
so put the hobby and the trade together.
Nice one.
And yeah, this is what we specialise in.
Great. We've decided to put this video together because we get lots of inquiries from policyholders and customers about what's required to be compliant. We also are aware that there's lots of comment in the industry, the wider industry, about gas fitting on boats. Marina operators are getting more concerned, boaties are generally getting more concerned, and often over summer we see lots of reports of boats blowing up. So we want to address some of those issues and actually look to see what we can do about them. Right, Rob, well, look, you're a boatie, you must have been on lots of people's boats. Can you tell us about some of the more concerning things you've seen on people's boats with regards to their gas installations?
Yep, so as we know in the marine industry, there is a lot of old boats in New Zealand.
Yep.
That means that the gas fitting was done many years ago.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we see is just regular garden hose run as gas lines. Califonts inside enclosed areas on vessels. That's a big concern due to carbon monoxide poisoning.
So people could die as they're breathing
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it comes down to oxygen depletion. If the appliance isn't burning correctly, you know, carbon monoxide poisoning is a big thing.
Right.
Boats are a moving object, so if the pipelines aren't installed correctly, we see a lot of chafing, which can lead to massive gas leaks.
Yeah.
The older appliances, just lack of safety devices, so an uncontrolled, unburnt amount of gas.
When you say, sorry, when you say safety devices, what do you mean by a safety device on a gas appliance?
So all appliances nowadays are fitted with flame failure devices. So if there was a big gust of wind or something to blow out the flames, so in your cooker, for example, there's a device in there that will shut the gas off, just so we don't get that uncontrolled amount of unburnt gas that just spills into the bilge of a boat. It's quite a common thing with those devices where if a flame did blow out, you have the owner that goes, has a look at the oven, it's gone out, and they just go and push the ignition button again, and then boom. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Actually, my first boat, that actually happened to me. I actually had a really old gas cooker, and the first time I fired it up, it didn't work. I was trying, and then all of a sudden I got a whoosh, and then I literally lost my eyebrows.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it wasn't like that. My friend who was on the boat, she nearly screamed and jumped off the bloody boat. Never saw her again. So, yeah, it's an important thing,
Yeah, the other things that we see is just gas bottles sitting, you know, under the galley bench top.
Oh, yeah, right.
There's a reason why they need to be in a ventilated gas locker outside that is drained outboard. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
And just the general maintenance and upkeep. I mean, we've gone to some boats where we just touched the gas hose and it's literally just corroded in our hands, just from being so brittle and just not using the right material.
Wow, that's pretty bad. So look, there are really important reasons. So let's hold insurance aside. I mean, insurance is one thing, but you know, you got your family, you got your kids, you got your boat, you've chucked a bit of money onto your boat. Last thing you want's a bloody thing blowing up. So, you know, I guess it stands to reason that you've got the boat. As we all know, we're boaties. The maintenance is, you know, not cheap, so it's worthwhile chucking a bit of money and a bit of effort into getting the gas sorted as well. So if there's a whole lot of maybe amateur or old or non-compliant gas installations on the boat, I guess the thing to bear in mind is, you know, if you're in your home environment, would you run gas lines? Would you do all that sort of work at your home? You probably wouldn't, so why would you do it on your boat? So, you know, it's really key to get professionals in who know what they're doing. But also the other thing is, if you've already got a boat, what do you look for to give yourself a bit of a mental checklist or visual checklist on what do you need to look at? Or if you're looking at buying a new boat, what are the things you look for? So Rob, what are sort of maybe some of the three or four areas that you look for if you're an existing boat owner or if you're looking at buying a new boat?
Yep. So we'll start with the gas locker. What you want to do is make sure that the gas bottles are housed in a nice sealed compartment, drained outboard. That'll stop any vapors from entering into the vessel. As far as the pipe work's concerned, 99% of our installations are done in plastic coated copper. There's a reason for that. The plastic sheathing protects the pipe over a long period of time. We've had some issues on the older boats, especially yachts, where they've just run standard copper you get a stanchion leak over time because the pipe's all hidden. That corrodes, so there's a reason for that. The other thing that you want to look at is, does the boat have a gas detection system? Most boats have got no low-level ventilation. With a yacht, the keel being under the water, there's no way that you can vent any gas output. As we all know, gas LPG leaks down. The other thing that we need to look for, which would be a telltale sign, is there any data plate or certification stickers from a gas fitter? That will tell you straight away whether your boat does comply or not.
Oh, cool.
Looking at the appliances we touched on before, a big thing, and this can cost people a lot of money because gas cookers aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
Make sure that you've got flame failure devices. They're little probes that stick into the flame, and that will tell you straight away whether whether the appliance, you know, is more modern, because that is a big thing on the older boats. And it does, you know, one thing that we've heard, people buy a boat, they spend a lot of money, the last thing they want to do is spend $2.5 grand on a gas appliance. Gas detection systems, big one, carbon monoxide detectors, really good to have on a boat. And the other thing is always ensuring that you've got permanent ventilation.
Right.
You know, on some offshore boats, that's not really the case.
Right. Because you're trying to be watertight to stop, because if air's getting in, water's getting in, is that
correct? And I mean, for any burning gas appliance on a vessel, especially inside, you do want that permanent ventilation. So that is a key.
Right. Rightio, Rob, thanks very much for that. I guess, you know, from an insurance point of view, whilst it'd be great that every boat was certified all the time, particularly when somebody's buying a boat, that may not be the case. We'll often get a survey report or a boat builder's report, and we don't expect boat builders and surveyors to be qualified gas fitters, so we don't expect them to say the boat complies with the up-to-date regulations. We like to get an understanding of what the current gas situation is. Like, for example, we want to make sure that there's no gas bottle inside the boat. We want to make sure that there's no garden hose that's, you know, running through the place. So what we don't want though is for the fact that there's no gas certificate to hold up a sail for a boat, for example. So what we'll often do is we might put a gas exclusion on, and that might mean, yes, we'll still insure the boat, but we'll exclude any claims or losses caused or exacerbated by the existing gas installation. Sometimes we have owners who come to us voluntarily, say, hey look, I know it doesn't comply, are you happy to insure the boat if I take the gas bottle off and don't put it on until I've got a gas certificate? And we're happy with that too. So there are lots of ways that we can sort of address it. The key one though would be to get somebody like Rob on the boat. He can come down, have a look at the boat, see what needs to be done, get it sort of certified, and you're on your way. And I guess the plus with that is that when you do come to sell the boat in the future, you're not going to be in a situation where you've got somebody potentially buying the boat, and then their insurance company says, oh, we're not going to insure the boat at all because it's not certified. So look, there are some companies like that in the market. We're not one of them. We try to facilitate a guy getting into a boat where we can, but by the same token, we're not going to insure anything we know is to be unsafe. So look, it's a bit of a balancing act, but you know, that's where we stand on the matter. So probably that's all from us now. It's been really good, Rob. Thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
You'll find Rob online. What's your website, Rob?
optimumplumbing.co.nz and marinegasfitting.co.nz.
Boom, there you go. If you're in Auckland, Rob's your man. I'm sure there are other guys all around the country, but you know, he's a boatie, we're boaties, so we thought it'd be good to get him on board and to give a bit of a perspective. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.